Duh! It Comes at Night. So, It Comes at Night is written and directed by Trey Edward Schultz and stars Joel Edgerton, Christopher Abbott, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. This is the story of... I saw those stupid 3-word review tags, and I mean, a masterpiece in horror film. That's a bold claim. I gotta see this thing. It's either that or The Mummy. Come on, can you blame me? Let's talk about It Comes at Night by starting with the characters. You've got Joel Edgerton, who is the father to a family that is in the middle of the woods, and they are trying to protect themselves from this disease. It's like a zombie disease, but not really. People just die. I don't know. The movie never explains what the flip it is. Christopher Abbott is the husband to his own family. He breaks into the house to try and get food for his family, and eventually, they work things out, and they both end up coming together, and they're brought into the home, and then the movie goes from there. Seriously, with the characters in this movie, what it suffers from is not even the lack of character development. It's like character undevelopment. It's like they went backwards. I've never seen that happen. How do characters undevelop? The acting. I'll just go ahead and say, the acting and the dialogue are great. There's nothing wrong with either of them. But let's get down to the problems of this piece. The story. There is none. I did my research, okay? The director supposedly omitted all of the tied ends in order to make it seem like we're in the protagonist's position. We're confused. We don't know what the freak is going on. And that's a creative idea when it's delivered correctly. And in this movie, it just isn't. Because, number one, the movie was marketed as a horror film. This isn't a horror film. Not even a little bit. Number two, I have a theory. That theory may have been completely blown out of the water because of what I discovered that the director said. However, I had this theory that about halfway through production, budget cuts happened, the film was canceled. So they had no other choice. It's disappointment's room all over again. You just take the footage that you have, you throw it together, you put it up on the screen, and you just kind of hope that something good happens. It literally does feel that way. I mean, the director may have been trying to do something artistic and creative by omitting all of the answers to the questions we are all asking, but it literally feels like an incomplete film. Here's the thing with this movie. Okay, you take those two posters, all right? So, you've got the dog, and you've got the door. Arguably the two most important scenes of the movie because they are an indication that there is an it. Spoiler alerts in 3, 2, 1. We never find out what it is. Funnily enough, when the dog thing happens, it's during the day. No, your video is not frozen. The other thing is that this movie clocks in at an hour and a half, and it felt like 3 hours. Nothing would happen. Things are supposed to happen in movies. Something. And nothing happens. It's just that starts and ends in the exact same place, basically. The other thing is that the ending just makes no sense. The characters just do the stupidest, unrealistic things. It makes no sense. Now, granted, the cinematography in the movie is beautiful. It really is. I could tell that if the film was canceled, which most likely it wasn't, but it still feels that way. Even if that be the case, then the cinematography was just proof that they were trying, at least. Predictability. Now, think about the predictability. Is that... the end. Literally, that's what happens. I hate that kind of unpredictability. That pit in your stomach where you're like, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Gosh dang it. Moral lessons. Yeah, there isn't any. Guys, It Comes at Night. Sure, objectively speaking, it could possibly be an artistic attempt to something greater, some Oscar bait. But I swear to you, if this thing, if this thing gets an Oscar, I'm going to switch to reviewing kitchen appliances. But subjectively speaking, I do think that this movie literally was just somebody flinging feces at a canvas and just said, there you go. And people will just think it's artistic. It's abstract. An allusion to an artistic abstract of bullcrap. 477 on the list. So It Comes at Night. But seriously, if you're looking to just see a fun flick or you're looking for a scary movie, this is not it. Do not go see this movie. But if you're an art house film fanatic, then you might actually love this movie, okay? So either way, tell me what you thought about it below, because I, believe it or not, still care to know. And hit the dadgum subscribe button so that you can get more face-explodingly awesome reviews. And I will see you next time on MovieSlayer. Boom, 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 boom.